This week on Behind the Cleans, our new office and technician manager gets a baptism by fire. The search for our new customer service colleague gets serious, but I don't think they're supposed to have 4 legs. And then we talk all things compostable. I'm Lee, this is Vapor Clean. Let's see Behind the Cleans. It's Monday the 4th of August. I'm in the office all day today training. Hello, man. I'm in the office training all day today with Danny, our new office and technician manager. It is scheduled to be a quiet day, but last time I said that we had the week from hell, so hopefully that won't be the case today. Sarah is on annual leave though, so we're covering for her, but that's fine because I'm in the office all day training, so that actually shouldn't affect us too much. However, it's just before 8 o'clock and Vicky's just called in. She's not going to be in today. She's not feeling very well. So that does pile the pressure on a little bit, but well, it's good practice, it's good training. So yeah, hopefully, to be honest, hopefully it will be a bit of a busy day. Technicians are busy, support ops are busy. Aaron is still flying solo support op wise with Sarah on leave. So he's back at Dings, finishing off some deep cleaning, and then he's got some stock audits and deliveries and things like that to do. Obviously, being a Monday as well, we kind of scheduling him in for stuff that it doesn't matter if we drop it. We can pick it up and drop it if we need to, because if you have anything fall short on a Monday, especially as we only have one support op in today, if there's anything, any sort of emergency that comes up, he's gone. Ashley's not in the office, she's working from home and she's got some personal stuff going on as well. She's still got the situation with her son in hospital, which is not very nice. And she's also got her daughter-in-law giving birth today. So congratulations on that one. So we're kind of juggling a few things. But that's the benefit of working in a close-knit team, you know, family business, and we all consider ourselves to be family. We do call it the Vapor Clean family. As cheesy as that may sound, you know, it's started as a family business and we continue to try and hold on to that sort of mentality all the way through, because why wouldn't you? It feels nice. Corporate's just evil. Maybe not evil, but it certainly doesn't feel as good as a family business. But yep, let's see how the day goes.
Just go in and show me the system again, but just do it from the outside. I'm just trying to figure out if there's like filters either side or anything else like that. Yeah. Because it's within the wall, isn't it? It's in the wall cavity, isn't it? I think that whole thing slides out, Pete.
Oh, that's your filter then.
Well, that's one of them. I think that would probably be too wide, but normally that whole unit will slide out. That's it. That's what I was looking for. What I would probably suggest, even if you have to leave another part of the system or something, is 2 or 3 of you come round and concentrate on that section and get that as clean as you possibly can. That is the thing that's going to have the most impact on the system. Clean the casing, so clean the actual box itself, photograph it all, then pop them back in, and obviously next time we go back in, we know we need to concentrate on those. Alright?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we'll get on it.
Well done, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Right.
Tuesday the 5th of August, as you can see, it's 6:30 in the morning. I am absolutely full of energy. I've intentionally come into the office early. I've already done my morning workout, but yesterday was a brilliant day. Today is going to be a really, really busy day though. Yesterday was quite a quiet day for people in the office. We had Kim working from home, Ashley working from home, Vicky was off sick, Sarah was off, so it was only really me and Danny in the office yesterday, apart from 1 or 2 visitors, flying visitors. We exceeded our booking target for the day, which is brilliant. We went 1 over, so that's absolutely amazing. We are just a little over £8,000 away from August target, which for this time in the month is absolutely brilliant. We also have enough capacity to completely blow that out of the water. It just goes to show by having the right team, doing the right things and having a routine, you can really hit those targets that you want to hit. This board over here, if I haven't explained it before, this is the customer services sort of motivation board, reminder board, whatever you want to call it really. So we pull up the previous year's bookings, we stick it up there, and we try and exceed that on a day. We set a target for each month, and then we literally count down as we're making bookings each day as well. That helps us keep motivated as much as anything else. Today is going to be a really busy day. Sarah's still off on annual leave. She's off all week. Vicky is back. Vicky is doing a full day to help us out today. Not only am I training Danny, I'm supposed to be helping on the phones. I've got one of the technicians in for an appraisal. That's one of the newest technicians, so we need to make sure that they are happy, have everything they need, and we're supporting them as much as we can. But we've also got some interviews for new customer service position as well. So today we've got some interviews set up. Kim's been working really hard. She's turned them around really quick, and we've got 3 interviews today and a multitude of others set up for the rest of the week. So we will see how those go as well. Probably try and do a little bit of filming for you, but obviously got to be very careful in interviews. It's not fair for me to put them on the spot straight away. But yeah, let's see how today goes. Hi Sean, this is Lee from Vapor Clean. How are you doing? You okay? Great, excellent. Thank you very much for coming in this afternoon. I just wanted to have a quick chat with you following the interview. We've got a couple of quick questions that I wanted to just touch on. That we didn't cover in the interview basically, and I wanted to make sure that they were discussed with Kim beforehand. I wanted to make sure that obviously Kim had explained about the emergency phone for the technicians. Basically within the customer service team, they share the responsibility of emergency phone being booked up reasonably far in advance with the technicians. We need to make sure that there is that phone in place in case a technician isn't in, or if they're on call, if they're on a night job or something like that, they have a point of contact to be able to get hold of to help them out with any queries, or if they're not in, we can rearrange appointments and things like that, or shuffle some people around to make sure we can get to different things. And obviously being quite a close-knit team as well, we do always try and help each other out as much as possible and share the load. So although everyone is contracted to their ideal hours, we just like to try and see if everyone can help out when possible. We don't like to overstretch anyone, but obviously if there's sickness and holiday and things like that, especially with you would be working a split shift, just want to see if there's any kind of flexibility in that. Oh, that would be brilliant, yeah. Obviously we got on with you really well in the interview, but we just want to be doubly sure for you as much as for us. What I'd like to do is just invite you into the office for a trial shift, just an afternoon. Pop into the office, see how you get on. Not doing anything really, but you can just shadow one of the customer service team and see exactly what everything's involved. Have a chat and just see how comfortable you feel. How would that sound? Oh, that's perfect. Excellent. So the interviews today have gone really well, to be fair. We had some really strong candidates. One stands out a little bit more than the others for us, just kind of fit for the team more than anything else. So I wanted to clarify a few details and confirm everything. Obviously, we've cut a few details out of that call there for you. But it's really good to have a chat with them, see how they're getting on. They're going to pop in on Thursday and do a shift with us and just basically see how comfortable they feel with the team and how we feel with them. Hopefully that will just clarify that they are the right person for the team and we can move forward and offer them a position. But we'll see how that goes. You'll have to come back to find out.
Did 5 bookings yesterday.
I heard. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no cleans this week. That's probably a good thing for you, isn't it? He just said a bit of a bottleneck. I think they're probably having some issues getting them done and ready.
Thank God.
We're all ready to finish up some loose ends and everything else and carry on, and then the bloody electric went poof. Just clicked off the right. I'm going to take that as a sign to leave.
I would.
Val's emailed for a little stock order. She said, I'm sorry, I need loads. Black bags.
Oh my God.
Person to call back.
Oh, no.
I think you might want to book, but but is it going to be doable here?
What was he looking for?
End of tenancy.
Right.
Oven, and he's in BS 16. So it's obviously doable for Jordan, but Katie's doing the other. Oh no, actually, you can do late. Wow, I think it's 4.5 hours.
So what's he having done?
2 bed end of tenancy,
Right.
2 bed carpet.
2.5 hours. Carpet.
Yeah, 3.5 plus the oven, 4.5.
4.5 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, you could utilise all 3 of them, because you only have 3 hours best with Jordan. You do have some time on Thursday.
Thank you for holding. So the first free available slot that we do have is on Wednesday the 16th, and it will be our last slot of the day. So you're probably looking at people to start arriving between 1:30 and 2:30. Does that sound good?
You got a friend, Eric.
It's Wednesday the 9th of August, I'm out on the road, it's 8 o'clock, I'm heading over to some quotes. I've got a few quotes to do today. Day started much earlier though. I went for a run myself early first thing this morning, full of energy again, so I'm all ready and raring for the day. I have got a really busy day. It started as soon as I got back from my run though. I've got the emergency phone at the moment, and obviously we were talking about that yesterday with Vicky and during the interview process for the new person and everything else as well. Trying to make sure that we've got a routine in, but I've got the emergency phone at the moment because the team isn't as settled as I want it to be before we get into that routine. Unfortunately, one of the technicians has had a death in the family. This happened last week. I mean, hats off to him, and we've been monitoring the situation, but hats off to him. He was due to work Saturday, it happened Friday, he still went to work Saturday. He was talking to Lee, the tech team leader, Friday night. You know, it's just so good to see all the team pull together and support one another. That's twice in the space of a couple of weeks, to be honest, which is horrible to see these things happen to people, but it's comforting to know that actually the team all pulls together, supports each other, speaks to each other, not just getting the work done, but actually helping each other get through these things. So he was at work, he's been at work all the way through. I spoke to him yesterday, he was in the office yesterday, we gave him a few hours because he asked for a few hours yesterday to get some stuff done and sort some bits out. And then unfortunately he has called in this morning, and he doesn't sound in a good way, and that's just what he said basically. He's just not in a good headspace today. Previously he said he just needed to keep busy, but I think it might have sunk in, to be honest. We've got, I've pulled together, I've shouted out to the rest of the team. Jordan, one of the other technicians, is being an absolute legend. He contacted me as soon as he heard from Pete as well and just said, this is what's happening. I'm already on my way to the job. I'm going to get there a little bit early. Think I can get it done. It doesn't seem too bad. It might just take me a little bit longer. Can we make sure that we've got the time sorted if possible, to give him the time to get it done and get it done right. Vicky is off this afternoon. She's got a family thing. So I need to get back to the office because obviously Sarah's off, so I need to get back to the office by then, which should be fine. Hopefully we'll at least just cross paths, but Danny is in. Danny's quite comfortable to hold the fort for a little while if need be, but we should cross paths, and then I'll help Danny this afternoon and we'll be covering the office. It's putting the time, it's putting the effort in, it's just got to be done. We also have our new support operative starting today as well. They're out working. They're being picked up by Aaron this morning, going to a couple of sites, making their way here, and then they're in the office with Ashley this afternoon, so we can meet them as well. It's all go. no stopping us. Technicians still have a busy day. We've got extractor systems, we've got end of tenancies, we've got carpet cleans, we've got multiple oven cleans for some schools, and then we are back at this same estate agent where they are doing a multitude of upholstery cleans as well. So busy day. Good access, which is something. If you haven't been to the Salford Golf Club before, I would highly recommend it. Wow, look at this. What a hidden gem.
It's always intriguing. Good way to use a ladder, halfway hanging off of it.
This is what happens in the schools when they're not open. Every single year, every summer holiday, lots goes on that you don't even realise is happening. And this is it. They're going to refit the whole kitchen today, or this week, by the looks of it. So, impressive building there for a contract cleaning quote. I will say, having come from the building industry or been in the building industry previously, it is very impressive. The style of building, or how they've done the inside and everything else. A lot of companies don't invest that much into their building in the building industry, which seems a bit strange because obviously they're selling all the materials and everything else like that, but no, they don't. So, but really good to have a look. Conversation was around the cost basically, because when I asked the question, what's your problem? What is the issue that you need solving, why you're looking for someone else? They basically turned around and said, it's the cost. We want to see if we can cut the cost. Which, we're not the cheapest. We're one of the best, without a shadow of a doubt, we're one of the best, but we're not the cheapest. So I was honest about that, and that's what I said. So I instantly, when someone tells me they're looking to cut the cost, and we should have qualified that lead better, don't get me wrong, but then we might not have ended up out there. So, hopefully we can turn it around. I've had a good conversation with him as well. But yeah, when he said that, I've basically explained, look, we're not the cheapest. This is what it's about. This is why we're not the cheapest. And given the benefits of using us, which is about the consistency, the reliability, the standards, and all of that comes from back office management. It's not the day-to-day time on site. And at the moment they're using a company which I am aware of. They're in Bristol, they're local, and the way they do things is basically they have a group of people in a people carrier, and they go from one site to the next site to the next site, and they blitz them as quickly as possible. Now that customer said they only pay for like a few hours in the morning, but it basically means because they're doing it with multiple people, they're not there very long. They're there like 30 minutes or so, because they're doing it with multiple people. But then they don't get the consistency because it can be different person from the next day to the next day and stuff like that as well. So, which, it might be politeness because I'm there and he's talking to me, but he's obviously like, well, no, I know, I get that, and that does frustrate us. We've only been working with these people for a few months. So there's other reasons why we're looking, and it'll be really good to get the quote through, because if it's comparable but we can improve on other things, then maybe we'd probably still look to change anyway. We'll put the quote together, we'll send it over, and I can save people money when it comes to contract cleaning, but when it's smaller hours like that one's only like 10 hours a week, which is fine, but it's only 10 hours a week. It's obviously harder to save the company money because there's not a lot to play with. So we'll send it over, we'll see how it goes, and hopefully have some good news down the line. Heading back to the office now, all the quotes are done. I should be back before Vicky needs to go, which I know Danny will be happy about, because she's a little bit nervous about being on her own at the moment, understandably. But yeah, heading back to the office now. You alright, Ash?
Yeah,
How you doing?
not too bad. I'm on my way to Southampton now to interview this young girl.
Oh yeah, you got to go over there.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed for that one then. Hopefully she'll be alright.
yeah, hopefully, because then I can pair her up with Mel, and I think it'd be a brilliant team, because Mel's full on for it.
Yeah, she's the really organised one, isn't she? She was the one that was on the phone checking the dates of the start and everything. Are you back to the office after that then, yeah, aren't you?
Yeah, once I've done this, I'm in the office then.
Cool, alright. No worries, alright, I'll catch up with you when you get back then.
Yeah, alright then, Lee.
No worries, see you later.
Alright, bye.
Right. Why does it keep doing that?
Right, no swearing.
You're not videoing me, Aaron.
I am, Ash. You're just taking note of it.
Yeah.
Vehicle handover, is there?
Yeah. It's a bit You've got a red. Sorry, the red and the green back here. You also need cloths. So you need a van. A bit of a van. You go around the side. So basically run twist them. And have them as long as you want. I say have them to there.
Yeah.
Because then you're upright when you're mopping. A lot of cleaners have them like that, and then you see them when you're down like that.
Yeah, that's true.
And the mops, basically. Aaron, you've got a mop.
Yes.
All your chemicals.
Yeah.
Anything you need from the van is in the office.
Okay.
So I guess you just get them into there.
Yeah.
Do your passenger rear in a month.
We'll leave that in there for now then, because you've got the pump on it.
Okay, lovely. And then we can get some stuff. And I'll put the total.
Have we got a quick acceptance for that? Wait. Well, there's no point hoovering. Not with them two.
Are you not sure?
He's trying to play. He's a little bit more confident now, but Eric's like, no, I'm not feeding it.
But the thing is, I was saying to Vicky, he's such a quiet dog. He doesn't bark when visitors don't come in. He doesn't bark. But he likes
I don't believe her.
I know.
Because I've heard him bark a hell of a lot.
I know.
I just tell people when they're on the phone. When I'm on the
She was loving it.
if they
She
bark
was
on the
so
phone,
jealous.
it's just like, oh sorry, we've got a dog in the office. Someone's just walked in.
I
Or
was
something.
like, bloody staff are barking mad.
No, but she loved it. She was like, I'm an office dog.
Sure, he's moving a bit quick for me. Yeah, which one?
I can't remember that. I just saw it on there. I was like, oh, it's a new one. I'll put it down. I booked in Ninja Warrior,
Okay, yeah.
but I just need to double check.
Have you ever been to Ninja Warrior?
Yeah, Bristol, but not Gloucester one.
I've never done the Bristol one. I've done the Gloucester one. I've never done the Bristol one.
Do we cover GL16 or is that too far for an oven?
We do, but you've got to be very clever where you book it.
Jordan's house to GL16 is 38 minutes.
Yeah.
But then to go anywhere else from there, you're looking at an hour's travel.
Well, you've got to bring him back into central Gloucester, really, haven't you? So, how quickly are they looking to have it done? The 1GL2 is fine, but he just has to come back. They have to come back to central Gloucester. But I would.
Oh my god.
Guess what's just sold? Oh yeah.
And what we bought it.
More than what the auction. What the hell? There's another dog. Yeah, just shy of 3.6.
This is Emily.
Hi, is you alright?
Indeed.
I'm good, thank you. You alright?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, you got earache, being with Aaron all day?
We heard all about a lot, to be honest, didn't we?
Yeah,
we were
we
on about
did.
rice today.
Rice.
Rice?
I
rice
watched an
pudding.
hour-long documentary about rice pudding.
Oh,
last
don't
night.
let him talk.
Yeah.
He does your
It
head.
was fascinating.
What, from Aaron?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hello. So
How
are
the hell
these
do you
two?
watch a documentary for an hour on rice?
Well,
This is Aaron. I told you he's...
I told him to put something on TV while I eat dinner.
While you eat dinner?
Yeah, while I eat.
So you were eating dinner, watching a documentary about
rice pudding, and then I thought, what do I have for lunch? Breakfast.
Get off the desk!
Oh.
Sort the dog out. It's your dog, you have to sort it out.
Is this yours? Aww.
I think you're going to find this uniform way too big for you.
Do you think? I don't think I will.
I think you will. Don't you?
I don't know. I don't know anything about uniforms.
Well, no, that's
I've got a polo though for you. I've got a large polo in my van for you.
Grace, you need to put that on there for.
She's ended up with my uniform today. Don't know how. She texted me going, I've got a 2XL one. I go, alright.
Talking about your cross-chest dressing. It's up to you.
He told me that about Friday. He said Friday. I can't wait to get home.
Hey? Wait, what? What's going on Friday?
It is Thursday the 10th of August, just before 8 AM. Myself and Danny are in. We're getting ready to get the day up and running and head on. Today is going to be another manic day. Most of my day is tying up with filming. We were supposed to have our guest in today who was going to show us all of their products and do the podcast with us as well. Unfortunately, something's come up, so they can't actually visit the office, but they've sent us across a care package, you know, just a sample package. So we're going to have a look through that as well, but then we're going to be filming some stuff with them remotely. Benefits of modern technology, essentially. But my day's going to be caught up with most of that. This afternoon, going to be doing some reviewing of our content and our marketing with Craig as well to see whether or not we can improve any of that. If you're watching this, you've got any tips or anything that you'd like to see, please leave us a comment, let us know. We're always trying to help out that way as well. That does mean that this morning, because we're short-staffed in the mornings at the moment, with Sarah being off as well, Danny's actually going to be on the phone on her own for a couple of hours until Vicky gets in. Will that push her too far? She's still only a week in, literally a week and a day today. So I think she'll be fine. I'm sure she'll be fine. Wouldn't do it if I didn't think she would be comfortable with it, but we'll see how we get on as well, and we can go from there. Going forward, technicians today have got a crazy busy day. It's end of tenancy after end of tenancy after end of tenancy today. It's that time of year. We've got some commercial carpets at a rugby club to do, and then they've also got some upholstery cleaning to do as well. On the contract cleaning side, Ashley is in numerous customer meetings today, so she's going to check up to see how they're getting on, how they're feeling about the services that we're providing. Aaron has, wow, such a full-on day. He's got 10 site visits to do today. He's obviously working alongside Emily, our new support op, which we had a very quick intro to yesterday. We'll take some time to really get the welcome banners out as soon as we possibly can, and I'll spend some time on this to introduce you properly. I know she's got some good stories to tell from the industry. She's had many years in the industry already as well, so really pleased about her joining the team. But today is going to be one of those days. And Danny is hiding around the corner because she doesn't want to get on the camera. Aren't you, Danny? Go on, you're all right. What do I do? What do I do? So, as you probably just heard, I did speak to Vicky yesterday.
Yeah.
And she's not in for a full day today because she can't get the childcare for early this morning. She said she'll try and get in as early as she possibly can, but it's probably going to be about 10:30. Trouble is with that is I'm supposed to be filming all day. 3 over yesterday. So yeah, Craig's in this morning, and then we've got to go through and do loads of filming and stuff like that. So it's going to be a couple of hours if you're okay. I'm going to need you to just do what you can on the phones, but you know, you're like an old pro here now anyway. So. I was going to say, obviously Vicky's in about 10:30 anyway. I don't want to push it too far too quick. So, all right, cool. Yeah, the trouble is and it's the first time that Danny's logged on this morning just to go through it. But when she's logged on this morning, she can't see anything. I'll be honest and say I haven't checked Vicky's, but I just assumed that as well, which is why I said both of them in. I only need some rough sort of prices so I can get the wheels in motion. Obviously, this is something that we want the business to move on to and start be able to do. So, And time's ticking away now. It's just taking longer than I wanted to get it there. I know you were waiting on, so there was some changes to the website, but I know you were waiting on some images, and I've got Craig in front of me on the camera, looking a bit sheepish, going, "Please don't ask me about those images." So I'm going to assume you haven't got them yet. I'll have another look next week, but the main one is that stuff, that quote and details and stuff I've asked you for. Cool. All right. Cheers, Paul. Thanks so much. Cheers. Bye. One day this week, my phone memory filled up.
Oh god.
So I thought I was filming all sorts of stuff. It was this week. It was Tuesday, because I was doing interviews and appraisals and all of that, and I set the camera up in the corner so it was behind people, so it wasn't filming their face, it was filming me, but you could still get all that sort of footage. And I thought, I'm smashing this, I'm loving this.
Yeah.
Turned it on to record before they arrived, so didn't feel awkward by me turning on a camera.
Yeah.
Sat there, done it all, done 3 interviews, 1 appraisal, come back to the camera. I kept flicking it on and off, thinking it was recording fine, and then look back, and every time I turned it on, it would film 10 seconds and cut off again, because it didn't have enough memory. I've got loads of footage of an empty office if you want that.
Every episode's a roller coaster, isn't it? We have too much or we have too little.
It's like, oh, come on.
Oh, right, okay. Well,
That's fine. Even footage now.
yeah, but cut me out, it's fine.
Yeah, you can cut you out. That's the only thing about you being the editor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in that scene, cut that out. What do compostable sponges and leading a business that just pops up have in common? I'm Lee, and this is the Leadership Herding Cats podcast. I was so close to say, let's jump right in. Well, now we're in September. Do you want to The day I get off my autograph is the day I stop. Were you intending on going anyway? Or not?
Yeah. I love playing college.
I want to push it back a bit.
Yes, I can't wait for me.
Push it back to the line off.
I don't mind stuff like
So
that.
9th of September.
We'll just have to have a look at the diary and see what we've got booked in, because then we need to block it out so we don't block technicians to work. Kyle reckons he's going without padding. Kyle's going to hurt. I am going to shoot him in the same spot.
Can you rock up? Remember?
I'm a pretty good shot. I don't mean brag, but I'm a pretty good shot. I used to use guns, air rifles and stuff like that as a kid all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm going to aim for the same spot.
Well,
You know when he's shouting at you, Vicky?
It's about a race.
So I quoted a carpet clean yesterday, and the customer said to me, "Oh, would you be willing to swap the work for an event?"
Right.
So basically, like a team building day in their go-karting place. So
Oh,
I'm like,
right, okay.
"Oh, yeah, all right then."
How do you go from like cleaning to go-karting?
Because it's their go-karting. They are the go-karting centre in Bristol.
Oh, so it's like to promote them kind of thing.
Well, it just means they save some money, doesn't it? She actually just took yeah, so I was like, yeah, all right, I could go with that. How you doing?
I'm
Yeah,
alright,
why
you?
Yeah, I'm good. I just thought I'd come in and say that we're having a marketing meeting through there, but Vicky and Danny will look after you anyway, so. You were? Did you say so?
I said, oh yes.
Oh, yes.
We're just going through like showing Sean the inbox, and then I've obviously given a copy to like look through prices and explain about what we start with. Like it'll be like small jobs, and then as your confidence builds, it'll go on to the big side of it.
Yeah.
And then just showing her like what it's like when we add it onto the system.
Yeah, it's just to get
And
an understanding of what goes on.
Yeah.
I would say how busy it gets, but actually it's been quite quiet since Vicky got in, so I think she's scared everyone off.
You're like sort of OCD, and I like have to. We've got the guys, the techs, were bringing their dirt class. It reminds me of kids, like people coming back from like uni and bringing their washing. It honestly does. Every time they walk through their bag.
The kids come in with their
Yeah,
clothes.
it does.
Try both.
Ready?
Yeah.
Friday the 11th of August should be a quieter day today. Me and Danny are in the office together as Sarah's still on annual leave, and we don't have anyone for the Friday mornings at this moment in time. Hopefully that will change, as we had the person in for a trial shift yesterday and it seemed to go really well, which is just the final decision to be made once I caught up with all of the team to see what their thoughts are. Ashley has got a few site meetings today out with our contract clients. We've got Aaron on a multitude of visits again today, and then he's in the office. Thankfully, Sarah is back next week, and Emily, our new support op, is really hitting the ground running. So much experience there. She doesn't need that much training. It's more a case of teaching her our ways and sort of integrating her into the team, which Ashley and Aaron are doing a brilliant job at as well. So yeah, it should be a quiet day to round up the week. The technicians have got a multitude of extractor cleans to do today, which is actually unusual for a Friday. A lot of restaurants and things like that don't want you in on a Friday because it's typically a busy day for them and prepping for the weekend. But we do have a few today, along with some smaller jobs as well, some upholstery, some carpets and bits and pieces like that. Yesterday, Scott got waylaid on his last job. It was a lot tougher than we would normally have expected, so he overran. Therefore, he didn't make it to the office to do his appraisal. So we're going to get that rescheduled in. I mean, he's quite happy. We always get the same old questions. Well, why do I need appraisal? Why do I need to come in? It's not something we do for negative reasons, and unfortunately I think a lot of people look at appraisals in a negative way. They can be a positive thing. It's all about communication. It's us trying to make sure and find out exactly how it's going. Sometimes you need to stop, check, just take a breath of everything and then see what needs to be put in place and helped out and things like that as well. And he is quite new, so we need to make sure we keep on top of those. This will be his first one since he's been out on his own after training. Techs only do half day on a Friday, lucky buggers, so they'll all be happy to get finished up and wrapped up.
So we do them.
I thought it was like every 6 months.
We do them after your first month, after your third month, and after your 6th month, I think.
Yeah.
So today I'm here with Jess at the railway in Sandford, and we're doing a performance appraisal meeting. So how do you feel you're doing with Vapor Clean currently? How do you feel you're doing with your job?
Yeah, I feel like I got on well.
Yeah?
Got on well, yeah.
So, yeah, can you describe, since you last started, a time where you've represented the Vapor Clean core values?
So achieving my targets.
Yeah,
right?
the excitement.
The excitement of achieving my targets.
Okay. Are you comfortable with me telling you how you're doing? I think you're doing well. 12 months time, where would you like to be? Other than Barbados or Bali or Malaysia, where would you like to be?
And maybe doing something else as well.
So potentially
I think
a bit covering of sites,
Yeah.
potentially an extra site, a bit more hours here or there maybe? Yeah? But is there anything we can do on our part to change your role to make it better for yourself? So
as well, like with the ordering, I found sometimes I'll like email it like what you said, and then it'd be like, yeah, it'd be done, and then I'll sort of someone will say, oh, I'm coming to drop it off, and then it'd be like other times, what's the order number, what's this, what's that, and I don't know that, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I don't know, like I don't know if it's
So
different.
do you have the
people
codes
ask it.
currently?
I don't know, I don't think so. I was going to ask you about
I'll
that.
send them over
because-
to you.
Yeah. Used a bit more stuff, and I literally stuck this bit with a pad.
Yeah.
You alright, Ash?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Pardon?
How are you doing?
Knackered.
Knackered. You've had a long week, haven't you?
Yeah, and the expiry date when you're ready.
Salisbury later on, because Daniel's been moved there now.
Oh.
And I wasn't going to go down.
What time are you going now?
Well, I want to go after dinner if I can. I really wasn't going to go down, but he rang me last night. He's a bit depressed because
Thank you. I'm just going to process that now
He's just
for
stuck in a
you.
room all day. And I know if he gets depressed, he'll start to say, I'm going home and start discharging himself.
Just post station by email, okay?
Yeah, he's got most of his bandages off now. His arms
Oh,
are
is
fully.
it?
Well, enjoy the rest
Yeah,
of
and he
your day
actually
and we'll
showed
see
me
you
the skin
soon.
graft on his leg. That's like, looks like little bubbles.
Thank you. Take
They
care.
reckon another week he'd be allowed over. I just got to keep him in there for another week.
No point pushing it too quick, you'll do himself more on the good money. Yay!
You can't tell if that was sarcastic.
No, that was just about as much energy as we could muster.
I mean, it was a decent amount. It was 450 something.
Take that.
Where's it gone?
I'd like to get in the twos today, wouldn't you?
452. That's not bad.
That's a good amount. Smashing it.
That's not bad, halfway. We're not even halfway.
Sorry, really. She's gonna be. She's not gonna want to get off the fence. That's what I've got to watch of her. I tell you.
I'm going on lunch on the outdoor floor.
Wow, don't the weeks just fly by? That's another week down. Come back next week to find out why the new van is parked downstairs, if we offered out the position of customer service to someone and we go out on the road with Lee to train him up on how to quote for our cleaning services. And remember, drop us a comment, click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified of all new episodes. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Lee, this is Vapor Clean, and you can see behind the cleans next week.